Good day everyone. This topic is all about nested if and else statement, a continuation lesson of if and else statement, where you can set complex and multiple conditions within a program. If the program needs multiple conditions to accomplish, the nested if statement is the solution. As a programmer, you can write if, and else statement inside of an if statement, or else if statement, or else statement. This technique solves the complex condition of a specific problem in a program. In this video, you will learn how to implement this technique and to know where and when to use the nested if-else statement in writing future computer application. The first example that I'm going to show you is all about to find an integer, to find if the integer is even or odd. So this is an example where you can use a nested if else statement. Okay, so first is we are going to declare a variable. So I will declare it to int num1 num, and we will going to let input the user. So we have scene. Okay, let us say out first. See out, enter a number. So this is all about this program is all about to check if the inputted number is an odd or an even. Okay, so mm, so we will let the user input a number, then we will cater the inputted number by storing it on the variable num. Okay, then we will now use the if statement. So first, if statement is we will going to check if the inputted number is 0. Okay, because 0 is either uh, either an odd or an even, diba? So if the user will input a 0, meaning we will not try to check it. Okay, so if num1 num um, is not okay equal to 0, so meaning if it is the input number is 1 2 3 4, so we will do something here. Okay, else if the input 0, so what happened, they will you let to see out. Okay, the number is 0 and it is neither even or odd. Okay, because we cannot tell if 0 is not either even or odd. Okay, so first we will check if the inputted number is 0. Okay, so once we check that the input number is not 0, so what we are going to do is to make now another condition. So this condition will identify if the inputted number is truly even. Okay, so the next if, so as you can see that the if statement is inside to the other if statement. So this is what we call the nested if statement. Okay, the first step here is to check if the inputted number is 0, because we cannot tell either if that is 0, we cannot tell if that is a even or odd. Okay, so since we already checked that this one is not 0, the number is not 0, then we will proceed to another if statement. Okay, so how can we know that a number is even? By the use of the modulo. Why? Because We will try to divide because even meaning it is divisible by 2. Okay, so in order to know if that is divisible by 2, so there is no remainder. Okay, okay, so that means we use the modulo. So we will use the calculation. We'll add another open close parenthesis, and then we will use num modulo 2 is equal to 0. So that's this condition tells the user, tells the computer that whatever whatever the inputted number, it will calculate to modulo 2. So if this condition is equal to 0, if there is no remainder, this is what we call even. Example, 2 modulo 2, that means that is 0. 2 modulo 4 modulo 2 is also 0 because 4 divided by 2 equals 2. No remainder. So if there is no remainder, meaning this this equation, if this condition is true, meaning this is even. The answer is even. So the number is even. Okay, it is because uh, like at what I said, 4 divided by 2, so that is 2, so there is no remainder. Because this symbol is modulo, it equals only the remainder. So if the remainder is 0, then it is even. Else, for example, I inputted 1, so 1 divided by 2, so there is a remainder 1. So it's not equal to 0, meaning this is the the number is odd. Okay, so for example, if the input number is 5, so 5 divided by 2, and then we have 2, and we have remainder 1, so it is not equal to 0, so automatically that is odd. Okay, let us run our program to make us to let you know that we are correct. So build and run. Okay, we let to enter a number. For example, if we will enter 0, okay, that's the first condition. If 0, we cannot the number is 0 and it's either even or odd, so we cannot tell if that 0 is even or neither even or odd. So that is the first condition. Now once we are going to uh, input another number like 1, so the condition will make true, and this another if statement will run. Now this one, when we enter, the answer is add. This is because in our condition on our inside if statement, it is if this inputted number is modulo 2, meaning if there is, okay, if that is the answer is 0, it will make it even. But now the answer is not equal to 0, then the answer is odd. Okay, we'll try another one, and we make it 10. So now 10 modulo 2, there will be no remainder, so the number is even. Okay, okay, so this is the example for example number 1, finding odd or even number. Another example of using nested if else statement, um, when we're going to check, for example, positive and negative integer. So it's also the same in our um, checking if the number is even or odd. So let me comment this source code for us to continue. Okay, I cannot. Uh, I forgot. Okay, let me delete. Okay, it's another int num1. We want to output to let the user input a number. So enter a number. Okay, cin to store the value that the user will input. Okay, so another one we will check. First is we will check if uh, the user will input is zero, because we cannot tell again if the number is a negative positive if that is zero, because zero is neutral. Okay, so we will check again. Num is not equal to zero. Okay, then okay, then next is we will have the else statement. So if that is not equal to zero, meaning there is you inputted 1, 2, 3, or negative 1, 2, 3. So if it is equal to zero, there will be an output stating the number is zero, and it is in um, neither negative or positive. Okay. Okay. Then so now if we truly sure that then if the number is not zero, then we will use another condition. Okay, so what will be our condition? So we will use less than or greater than. Okay, so for example, num1, if num1 is less than 0, so that is negative. Okay, so it is negative, and this will be, the else will be positive. Okay, but if we were going to change it to num1, num is greater than 0, so this will be positive, and the else statement will be negative. Okay, so it's up to you where what condition that we're going to use. The last lesson that I also teach you how you're going to use the comparison operators. So in this case, I will use this one. Num is greater than 0, then let it be. This one will be positive. You see out something, so the number is positive. Okay, then in the else statement, we will output um, the number is negative. Okay, ito. So it's similar the same on the previous example. So when we run, okay, so the enter a number. If we were going to enter 0, so the output will be the number is 0 and it is neither negative or positive. So that's the first if statement is okay. Okay, it's false, and the else statement. Now we will input a negative value. For example, negative. Okay, for example, we inputted negative 5. So when you enter, the program detects, okay, because on the second nested if statement, inside this if statement, that's if their condition, if the inputted number is greater than 0, it will turn to positive. Now you inputted a negative value, so what happened is it turns to negative. Okay, another one, last one, we will input 100, so the output is the number is positive. Okay, so this is the second example on this nested if statement. So I will be sharing you two more. Okay, before we start sharing the third example, let me discuss further about the difference between the condition and the checking of add an even number to this positive and negative number. Okay, before then it's similar with the outer condition if statement, because it's check if that is 0. Previously we have this condition if num Yeah, if num modulus 2 is equal to 0. So going back, we add these parentheses here to calculate first before the condition. So in the arithmetic operators, this is included. This is also in mathematics when we want to multiply the number, no, multiply, but execute or do the arithmetic of the two numbers, then we will first put it on the parentheses. That is why there is a parenthesis on this condition, depending on for this one. This one is automatically directing have a condition with 0. If happens this one that there is not a condition, it's automatically wrong. It is because in the if statement there is no condition like percentage. Okay, we only know that we only have the comparison operators like is equal to, not equal to, is equal to, less than, greater than. So there is no modulus on that operator, so it makes this wrong when you run this program. In order not to complicate things, okay, this one is needs for further arithmetic calculation. So that is why we add um, parentheses on this portion, so that let the compiler knows that before comparing it to 0, there should be a calculation in this part. Okay, before comparing it to 0, there is a arithmetic calculation on this part of the program. Okay, so that is the difference between this condition and this condition, because this condition doesn't have an arithmetic calculation, and this one needs to have a arithmetic calculation for us to know if that number is odd or even. Okay, so that's the thing that I have to share with you for you not to confuse with the condition. The third example of this lesson is all about age. We call it age category. So let me first comment these codes for us to see it much more clean codes of our next example. So we have an age category where we can implement also nested if statement. For example, um, 0 to 14, we call it child. Okay, and then we have from 14 um, to 19 is teenager, and 20 above is adult. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so we can formulate nested if statement of this example, this particular call it a category of our age. Okay, first is we will cater the this one if that is 14, if that is a child. So if, okay, let us first is we have to input an age. Okay, okay, see out. We can have first declare variable in age. See out. Enter an age. See in to store the variable on the variable age. Okay, then we have now first the condition. If age is greater than 14, then age is greater than 14, then it should be teenager, teenager or adult. If else, it should be child, right? Okay, because we only have three categories to choose with. Now, first is we will go to else statement. We will check if they will add, for example, negative 0, 0 or negative numbers. It should be an invalid because there should be a category. The child must have a 1 year old, okay, age. So meaning we will have another condition. So if it is an if statement, uh, nested if. So if there is another condition, so for example, since it is negative for less than 14, okay. So less than, okay, or equal to 14, yes. So less than, so it means 13, okay. So less than 13, sorry, less than 14. So 13 and below, 1 to 13. Sorry, I messed it up. 1 to 13 is child. Okay, 14 to 19 is teenager. Okay, so we don't want to let have 0 in here because there is no category for 0. 0 and below. Okay, so there's no category. So there's something's wrong. Went wrong. Okay, because the child must have at least 1 year old. So we will not check. So what if the user will input -1, -2, or 0? So we will going to check here on our condition since this is intended for else is intended for less than 13. We will going to check another one. So if age is greater than 0, so meaning this one is greater than 0, it's 1 to 13. So we can assure that this condition is intended for 1 to 13. So we can finally say, let's see out, okay, the category, the child age is, for example, you are a child, okay, yes, see, because first we check if that is, okay, if it is greater than 14, so it's 14 to, okay, yeah, sorry, again, greater than 14, so 14, this is now 14 and below. So now, it is 14, is 8 is greater than 0, so kutob lang siya og 14. So that is, this one is your child. Now what happened if age is less than 0? So it will output something like uh, something went something went wrong, something's wrong. Why? Because there is no age less than 0 or less than 1. Okay, so now we have now another an if statement inside of an else statement. Now we have here, so to check if this one is a teenager or adult. So another one, we have if statement, if age is greater than or equal to 20. So this is meaning that is now an adult. Since, the age is greater than or equal to 20, then it will now the you are an adult since the age is greater than or equal to 20. Now else meaning it is now less than 20 but greater than 14, and we can uh, output your 18 ager. Okay, so we have two if else statement. Okay, we have one if statement, if and else statement inside the if statement, and one if else statement, okay, on the else statement. So this is the example of where the implementation of the nested if statement. we can try and run this program. Okay, run. Okay, excuse me, there is an error. Why there is an error? Because of the end line. Okay, okay. So first is we will check, okay, if they enter negative number, so something went wrong. Okay, so why? Because it is negative. Okay, it's less than 14, so it will force to the else statement. Another one, if this is not greater than 0, it will go to the else and output something which went wrong. Now we will try to add, to enter 1. Now when you enter, so it 1, it now less than 14, you will go to the else statement. Now if age is greater than 1, is 1, age is now inputted as 1, so 1 is greater than 0, this condition will output you're a child. So when you enter, you're a child. Okay, that's good. Okay, another, we are to input, for example, we will going to input 15. Now, age is greater than 14. Yeah, because 15 is has a value of, age has a value of 15. Now, when we have a condition 15 is greater than 14, it is now take makes true. Then, but we have another condition: age is greater than or equal to 20. Now, this 15 is less than or equal to 20. So this will make it false. So it will now turn to you're a teenager. So what happened? I cannot enter. Okay, now we have output you're a teenager. Okay, last example that we're going to output is 30. Okay, 30. So when there and 30, so it is now greater than 14. So it will go to another condition in here, and the 30 is equal greater than or equal to 30. That means that is true. So this is your an adult, or an adult. Your adult. Okay. So this is the implementation of instead in checking the category type of an age. Okay, and the next example is all about more complicated one, but I'm sure you can grasply understand what is that example. Before we proceed to the last example, let me clear everything here because the next example is very too much to write because of the information we needed for this example. Okay, so this example is all about the self-service. We called it self-service um, self-service menu. Okay, available. Okay, in Globe /TM. I guess I base it on my numbers. So I am at TM Touch Mobile. Okay, so when you use your cell phone to register, one thing you are going to do is you go to *143, you dial *143, and you can get the self-service menu on your network. Okay, if you are a Globe, TM, Smart, TNT, it's okay. So I want you to, we will going to imitate that application in our program. So there are a bunch of menus there to apply. So we will going to use that for us in our nested if statement. Okay, and further on in our series of our programming, we will also complete that entire application. Okay, for now we will going to use or if nested if statement of that application. Okay, how the telcos use nested if statement in their application. Okay, so I've use the TM service menu. So when in your assignment, because you're going to create the same thing like what I did today. So you're going to use the self-service menu on your phone, okay? Available in your phone. If you are a smart user, then you are going to use smart. Okay, if you are a TNT user, you're going to use the TNT. If you're using Sun, use Sun. If you're using Globe, use Globe. The service menu for self-service menu in Globe and serve. Or if you're a TM user, self-service menu in TM. Okay, so when we dial, um, so this is the scenario. Um, First is you are going to dial. So for example, I will name it string dial. Okay, so uh, I will see out, um, enter a command. Sorry, I'll just make it a string. Okay, I will store the value for the dial. So we have cn dial. Okay, if dial is equal to asterisk, so 143 dollars no, hashtag. So it will pop up the list of menus available on the self-service menu in your network. If else, if there is an error, okay, make an output invalid command. Um, Invalid command. Please try again. Please try again. Okay, so we will try. We run. Okay, small letter S string. I make it string because there is a special characters. So when I input anything like that, it will say invalid command. Please try again. But when I will enter asterisk 143, then okay, it's not the same because it should be a number sign. Okay, so before I proceed and check it, I will welcome to self-service menu. Okay, okay. So we will try again. Um, Asterisk 143. Okay, sorry, that is a number sign. So we can here welcome self-service menu. Okay. So now we will going to let the user choose the service options on your available in your network. So let me um, see out. Okay, so the first menu we have 0. Right, we have fave and line. I want it to tap. Okay, okay. And also I want it not to move to the next line. Okay, see out, double tap, and we have secret. Okay, okay. See out, double tap. Okay, we have, okay, this is now 1, this is now 2, easy surf. See out, another double tap, 3. Okay, okay, secret. So next is for 2 is all in surf. This one is easy surf because I want it much more faster. I will copy and paste it. Okay. 4 and then just rename 4 and then F B FBML 10. Okay, another one, number 5 is big 10, big big 10. Okay, 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, because there are 15 options. Number 6 7 8 9 10, yeah, 11 12 13 13 14, okay, 15. Number 6 is combo. Okay, number 7 is surf. Okay, we have number 8, surf for all. Number 9, Gcash. Okay, number 10, rewards. We have utang. We have easy plan. We have room. Okay, we have account and more. Okay, so we have now the 15 options. Okay, so when we run this program, when we dial asterisk 143, okay, it will now, okay, welcome to software menu. We have 0 right now. Next thing we are going to do is to accept input that we try to enter a number of the user. Okay, so that's great. So next thing we're going to do is to let, okay, in here we will create to declare a variable. Okay, 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 okay. Promote choice. Why int? Because you will enter a number. Okay, so that is int. So you don't need okay. So we say cout one t uh, select a number to proceed. Okay, scene promo choice. Okay, so your assignment is to complete everything. Okay, in my demonstration, since of a short limited of time, so for the time being it's recorded, it's almost 12. So I will just make it. I will just um, create only one choice for it for me to make save the time. So I'll be choosing only the, when I press 1, it will have an example, another interaction. But for the sake, I will make a template. So when the promote choice is equal to 1, then enter here the needed information. Code, code here. Okay, start with 0, right? So 0. Then we will add else if to make it 1. So we have a lot of else if. Okay, we have 15 else if. So 1 2 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, and last 15. Okay, so you're going to enter codes depending of the choices of the user. Okay, you can see it and you can know it when you try to access the self service menu in your program code. So you just imitate it. Okay, if else, if you input 16 because there is no option for 16, so we can see out invalid choice. Okay, okay, please try again. Okay, okay, so let us try to run it. Okay, there is no inline and terminator. Sorry for that. Okay, so we dial asterisk 143, enter. So we have to proceed, select a number. So when we type 0, so it will have a transaction. Since we don't have put any transactions here, it will just um, um, stop the program. Okay. So now if you input with the menu, no, with uh, invalid number, for example, we input 18 and we don't know that there is no 18 there, so there is invalid choice. Please try again. It is because we make an a statement, else statement here. Okay, so now gonna slash t for alignment, also slash n for new line. Okay, so I want just to add only one example for you to follow, because I don't have any time for me to make any of those. That is your assignment for this topic, to create those, to fill in all those. If you are ATM, you are going to fill in those. I know you have a lot also options if you are a smart or if you are a globe. So I have here an example for number one. So when you enter number one, there is another options to be to cater. So see out. We have send instruction. Uh, okay. Slash n slash t. Since we have double slash t, this one third triple slash t n line. Okay. Then see out. Slash n double slash t 1 secret surf 25. And then just let it copy. This is one. No, I will not let n here because I want it much more closer to each other. 2 1 sa God FB plus ML. Another copy to make it much faster. 2 4 5. Okay. 3 4 5. and 20 um, G cash exclusive offers. We have uh, back. Okay, so when we are in the program, we'll close it first, and again, so we enter asterisk 143 number sign, and we will select one since the one has a information that we created a while ago. Then one, so another set instruction 123. Then after that, we will going to let the user enter again a number uh, for that selection. Okay, so now we have that one. We will declare another variable here. Okay, inner promo inner promo choice. Okay, then another one C out slash t slash t slash t slash n, select a number to C scene inner. Okay. So when you enter something, okay, except except for the back, okay. So from 1 2 3 4, okay. So meaning if inner is less than 5, okay, okay, because if that is equal to 5, it will back. So for this being, you don't have any capability to back the application. Later on, I will teach you. For now, I'll just prompt any information that soon it will back. Okay, but now it okay, it is only a text. Okay, that if that is equal to 5, when you enter 5, okay. So if else, okay, sorry, if else inner is equal to 5, because on the else it will have an error na invalid, we have an invalid command, invalid choice. Can have invalid choice. Okay, try again. Okay, okay, so in here we'll let the user of any of those things na imong i-select. Okay, na siya choices, right? And okay, okay, if one, I sorry guys, it should be if is equal to 1, there is another option. So else if inner is equal to 2, uh, is 3, and that is 4. Okay, so when that said, when you choose one there is a specific instructions again, but now I'm just concentrating here in this one another information. So like the same this one code here, so you can have your code here for 2, for 3, for 4, because it depends on the choice on your self menu. This one is back if it will back, but for now it's not back. If you input C7 or invalid, it was invalid choice. So here, let me add. So let us. Okay, I will just continue na lang. To continue, then when you select one, this is the information that you were show. Okay. 300 data, 300, because this one is we select one is secrets of 25, so 300 data, 300 MB YouTube I want, and games 400 MB FB IG plus, and the calls to TM slash globe at, and the allnet text PHP PHP 25 for 3 days. Okay. Okay, then it will also see out like slash t slash t slash t one register see out status la ma'am, and line see out stop, and 4 back. 4 is back. Don't forget to put here this for us to align, and also the number. Okay, so whatever it is, so we will check what if there is wrong, if or the program is okay. So asterisk 143 number sign, and I will select 1. So when I select 1 secret, so I will select also 1. So we have data triangle joke. Okay, so we will going to select 1. Okay, last we will going to input number, and then we will try to put text on it. So there is no process on this one, we only just output the text. So later on in our series, we will make it much more interactive. Okay, so in here, see out, slash n slash t, why like slash, okay, slash t slash t slash t 1. We have slash t. Okay, sorry. It should be slash t slash t. Okay. Chica. Select a number to proceed. Okay, so we have to we will just use this variable inner choice. So inner choice, sorry, is scene inner choice. So another if statement. So we have another if statement. If inner choice is equal to 1, okay. Cout slash ends slash t slash t slash t slash t register the promo. Okay, else if I'll just copy and paste to make it much faster. Else if to register, okay, so a status of view status of the promo. Yes, of the promo. Then stop the promo. Stop the promo. Okay. Then back. I'll just use this back. Okay, that is 4. And then we'll just copy the invalid key. Also, we want that. Okay, so all choice. Okay, let us try if the program is working. There is an error for this one. Why there is no? Okay, what happened for this one is okay, yeah, we added na extra bracket. Okay, be careful on this one because we have now a lot of bracket, and this is the disadvantage of nested loops. Okay, asterisk 143 $, select 1. Okay, select 1. Okay, so when we select, for example, 1 to say register the promo, it's good. We will select, try to choose 2, asterisk 143 $1 1, and we will select 2, view status of the promo. Okay, but it depends on your, since now we don't have the capability of the system of the program to output certain information. Right now we will just output text. Okay, just to try out our nested if statement. After this 143, then promo 1, and we have 3 stop. Okay, so we have 3, but it's a valid number, but we input 3. So let us why? Well, because we don't have 3 here. Sorry for that. We missed to change it. So we will try it again. Um, Asterisk 143 $sign 1 1. Now we have the 3, so we have stop the promo. Very good. It works according to our plan. Another one, asterisk 143 1 1, and now we have a try to 4 back. 4 back. Okay, so next, if you in our future series, it will now go back. Okay, so for now it's now not going back because we need a loop for that one. Right now we don't have a loop, so right now, like 143 1 1. So I try to input 7 because 7 is invalid, so invalid choice. Okay, so everything is working for a nested if statement. This is most complicated if nested if statement that I can give you for an example. So my, as you can see here, we have a first if statement, and we have inside of that if statement. Okay, okay, we have this bunch of if else statement, and inside of that if statement, else if statement, there's also an if statement and another if statement. So this is a particular when you build a program, as long as the program is huge and complex, you expect that this is the we call it we can see in a program. So I just add some. Always use indentions, particularly if you're using nested if statement, for us to really identify where that code belong. Okay, for example, this is the main if statement. So everything inside of that one, I indent it, so that we can be organized that these codes are belong to this condition. Because if we do not organize it like this one, we cannot not tell if this one is inside of this if statement or just the same upon it power. Okay, so now please, and then always practice indentation. If you can see that there is that this particular code is belong to the previous if statement. For example, this one, what when you start writing on this one, please indent. Do not start here, plus indent, like the way I did in here. So I indent also to make it much more organized our codes. When I write, when inside of this if statement, I indent, so I know that these things are inside of this if statement. In here, I also indent, but also when here, uh, I indent some on this inside of this code. So indentation is very um, good in nested if statement, because if you don't allow yourself to practice indentation, your codes will be messy, and later on you cannot know what exactly where is that this piece of code intended to. So imagine that all of those are same level of indentation, so it could be messy. So I hope it tells you this a lot about nested if statement, because this is very crucial in programming. So the more complex and much more logical the program it is also much more if statement, if else statement, and also nested if else statement. Okay, so your assignment is to complete this one and submit it in your Google Docs. Okay, so you can write it if you don't have a computer. If you have a computer, you can use CodeBlocks. If you don't have a computer, you can also use Android applications for you to write your codes. So hopefully you can learn something in this one. Thank you for watching. I guess it's all wraps up with this nested if else statement lesson. I hope you've learned something with this lesson, and answer and proceed or finish the activity with this last example for your assignment. I will be meeting you for the next lesson about switch statement. So, bye bye everyone. God bless us all.